Alrighty, we just got word that the run is going to be beginning shortly. So we've got Super Bust a Move All Stars that's going to be run by DoubleDubbel. So how about we go ahead and go on over to you, DoubleDubbel.
Right, solid stuff. So hello everybody. My name's DoubleDubbel. Just for some practice, I'm just playing some little bit of the shoot bubble mode that this game also has. You get to see like some of this too. But that's not what we're playing today. So I'm gonna just cut that off. Because what we're doing today has nothing to do with the shoot bubble mode, which is over here. This is Super Bust a Move All Stars or Super Puzzle Bobble if you're playing on the PlayStation 2 version. Bust a Move 3000 if you're playing the North American GameCube version. This game's got a lot of names in localization. And the main reason it has a different name is because this game originally came out on PS2 and it then was ported over to the GameCube, which is called Bust a Move 3000 in North America, and Super Bust a Move All Stars in PAL here. And the PAL version is what I'm playing because I own it. It's not faster. It does not have 60 Hz, but it's what I have. Really should get Bust a Move 3000 at one point. Anyway. That's for me to worry about later. We're going to be playing the 1P puzzle mode. You've got 3 modes here, training, normal, and classic. We're going to be playing normal today. And it's going to start off here with a choice between stage A and stage B. We're going to start with stage B. And I'll talk about the route later once we're actually into the run. So before I give the countdown, can I get the confirmation on the winner of the character bit wars? So we got Mog here, Mr. At, Pukadon, who is also an option, and then my boy Catch.
It seems like the winner for the character bid war is going to be Mog.
Alright, classic Mog. It's more or less the mascot character for this series.
Absolutely adorable.
Exactly. Well, with that, we're all ready to get this run on the way. Let me get my startup splits up in case I magically get a PB. Doubtful, but maybe. Would be heavily underestimated if it was a PB, so with that, we'll get this run going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So what is a Bust a Move? Well, what you do is you shoot bubbles and all the color bubbles to make them disappear. I'm doing a bad job of it because I'm not hitting the right colors. So this is terrible RNG right now. What I'm looking for is, a yellow and a red. So that's the first stage. There was this big red bubble that turns, if you hit it with the right color, it turns all other bubbles in that color, and that's the fast way to clear that stage. Now we're going to go into stage 2, where I did not get perfect RNG, because that would involve me needing to get a purple. Now, I dropped the blue right there. Okay, so let me line this up. And there we go. That's the stage over. It's that simple. I'll get more into the mechanics of how, like, when bubbles drop and how you actually, like, the inner mechanics of beating stages. But this is a stage where I did actually get perfect RNG. If I do the shots right, that's the stage done. Definitely one of the fastest stages if you get the right RNG for it. When you know what you're doing, this game comes out very fast. So now we got moving walls, which change like how the bubbles bounce off of them. There we go. So the objective of each puzzle here is to clear all the bubbles away. But there's a little couple extra intricacies to that, which is you can't see it right now, but this is stage that introduces color clears. If you hit them with a bubble, then it removes all bubbles of that color from the field. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. There we go, nice bank shot. Please give me a yellow. Okay, now I need to hit this, otherwise I'm dead. I am dead. First death of the run, nice and early. Luckily, the restart is pretty quick, and yeah, I can just redo the stage. It's not a terribly long stage anyway. Get rid of this, get rid of that. There we go. Now, why can't you do that the first time? This is a question you always ask yourself. Yeah, so that was 5 stages, and that's stage B. Now we're gonna move on to stage E. The route is very simple. Take the right path every time.
Seems simple.
Exactly. So we got stage E1. We've got this bowling ball, which we just fire kind of randomly and then deal with the rest. Use the color clips whenever you can. This stage introduces these little bouncy platforms that kind of not quite bounce them in the way you would expect. So it's not very reliable. Also, I definitely just discarded the color clear, which is not recommended. But yeah, so... Alright, so this stage lets me talk about a bit more about the mechanics. So you can see the glowing white-pink platforms at the top, right? That's what everything is connected to. All these bubbles are here because there's the bubbles connected to the sticky platforms, as I call them, just for the sake of giving them a name, so we can identify things. Okay, that's gonna be awkward to deal with. Anyway, let me just color clear on this yellow so I can get rid of it. Okay, this is an interesting situation I find myself in right now. Oh yeah, this is a definite redo. Alright, nice and smooth. So yeah, everything is... So yeah, you have the bubbles connected to the sticky platforms. At least I can get a lot more. Yeah, the main thing that went wrong in that stage is just not getting a lot of bubbles clear with the bowling ball. Because I have to do a blind shot, basically. Because, as you can see right now, I have this guideline that tells me where shots are gonna go. But you only get that after you take a death. On the first stage is given to you by default, but then every subsequent stage, you only get the guideline if you die once. And normally there's this joke I do, where I just fire bubbles in the stage directly up to immediately die and say, oh no, I died, and, you know, do this little joke thing that we speedrunners like to do. But because I already died, that joke kind of goes out the window, and I'm just going to say that there's going to be a stage later on where I'm going to actually abuse that, or take advantage of that, to get the guideline, die really quickly, and then get the guideline to do some shots that would, without the guideline, would be insanely difficult. But yeah, the white sticky platforms. So yeah, if you sever bubbles in a way that they're not connected to a bubble that is connected to the white sticky platform, then they will drop. There we go, a nice elaborate shot at the end.
That was one impressive shot, not gonna lie.
I mean, the guideline helps make them work. Alright, so this is a stage where yeah, I mean, do I have to tell you what the objective is here? It's very simple. There's a big yellow bubble on the left side, so I'm just here digging my way through. And, yeah, I'm gonna use the yellow bubble to make everything yellow and then clear it all with one shot. Except the RNG here is not overly cooperative. Okay, there we go. Yellow is free. Usually, once you get the... once you free up the yellow that you can hit it with a bubble, that's when the game will generally give you yellow bubbles. Yeah, sometimes there's stage-specific RNG like that, but most of the time, in a stage such as this, the game will give you a random color out of the ones that are present. So in some stages, I will actually try to get rid of a color as soon as possible, just so it's not one of the possible randomizations anymore. Because the less colors there are, the less varied the randomness is, and that's always easier to deal with. But yeah, so this is a stage where I have to dig my way through to get to that color clear in the middle, and then I'm going to use a a purple or a blue bubble on it. As you can see, the sticky platforms at the top, there's blues and purples connected to it. That's what everything is connected to, so that's what I want to sever. And yeah, sometimes the game can give you unwinnable RNG, where even if you play perfectly, you'll still die. That is a thing that can happen. Yeah, I'm not liking where this RNG is going. So yeah, so I still got a red even though I cleared them all, and yeah, the thing with that is that, yeah, you can see Bub there from Bubble Bobble. He makes a cameo, and then Bob, I forget which is the green one and the blue one. But yeah, they both make a cameo. One is like right here to dispense the bubbles for you, and then the other one will be the ball dispenser for player 2 when you play this game in multiplayer. So yeah, here we have kind of a weird setup here. Everything is connected to that lonely orange at the top, so that is what I want to work my way towards. But while I do, I want to toss it over to our host to say a few things. So I want a little bit of focus time to work my way out of this mess.
Alrighty. Well, we do have 2 donations from Husky. Thank you so much, Husky, for the $5. Both donations, both saying, "The voice of this host. Oh boy, I'm constantly needing to fan myself to cool down. So damn sexy." And the other one reads, "Why are gamers always calling Ahmed's OP? Because he keeps getting a huge boof." Thank you so much, Rai, for the 2 $5 donations.
Thank you for reading it out while I am absolutely getting destructified by this RNG here. All I needed is oranges, and it does not give me oranges.
A job well done.
Exactly. Most of the time, the game will give you RNG to work your way through, but sometimes the game does not take mercy on you. So because of how the walls are moving in this stage, I want to prioritize the left side, because I can do shots like that. When you have moving walls, banking them in ways that go along with the conveyor belt, they're easier to go around corners and stuff like that. Alright, so that is stage E over. So as I said before, the route is go through each, take the right path on each, and that's going to take us through stages B, E, I, N, T, and finally the 6th and final stage, stage Z. And there is actually a small thing about that, is the stage you end on determines what ending you get, basically. It's not much of an ending, it's just a different end screen with some text on it. Okay. Right, so use these color clears with orange and purple, and now I just have to shoot randomly up. Because that's when the bubbles will go off screen the fastest, and I can make the stack lower as fast as possible. Because the way the stack lowers is determined by the shots you fire. It differs per stage. But there's a set amount of bubbles. After a set amount of bubbles, the stack will lower. The game indicates this by shaking the stage somewhat, and then shaking the stage heavily. Once it's heavily shaking, the next shot will lower the stack. Alright, so that stage is just dig through the middle and use all the color clears to get rid of the actual colors on the sides. And now I ended up with a situation where I had one lone color clear left at the end. Color clears don't go away on their own, so I still had to like hit it with a bubble to make it go away. Now here we have another slow stage. There is a few slow stages in this route, and it's but yeah, I've done as much routing as I can to just route the fastest stage route in. I am not risking that. I will wait for a red. There we go. So yeah, the colors I want to use with the color clears are yellow and blue. Order does not matter. Alright, so we'll use the color clear here. Now, next thing I want to talk about is the controls. You rotate the cannon with left and right. On the stick or the D-pad, you can do both. And you shoot with the A button. But there's some alternative controls as well. There's some precise aiming you can do with the shoulder buttons. You can force the cannon to aim fully up by pressing the control stick up. And you can make the controller go completely to its side like this by pressing down. However, you can freely rebind these controls. And I have times where I want to go to the right, and then, or I have my cannon pointed to the right and I want to point it more to the right, so I press right, but then I slightly press up, and the game will interpret it as an up press and will make the cannon rotate towards the left to go fully up. Because of that, I've rebound my controls to have fully up bound to the have fully up bound to the Y button, and have fully down bound to the X button. Alright, this is a little bit dicey. This is not how I normally tackle this stage. In fact, I just screwed myself. Alright, well, let's say just there's some purpose to show how the stage is meant to go. Because yeah, you have these garbage blocks, and yeah, you have to shoot the bubbles in between them. It's fairly precise, but it becomes a lot less precise when you have a guideline to help you out. But yeah, the idea is to reduce the colors like this, so I only have one color left, and just spam up until you get this formation. Then clear one side completely, and then swap over. The less you have to rotate the cannon, the better, because rotating cannons takes time. Get your hype emotes in chat, because I might actually bang this out. Nah, I missed it. If I actually got it successfully next to the purple at the top and had hit the top row of black bubbles, the stage would have been instantly cleared. But it's insanely difficult without a guideline, and it's... And yeah, usually you can like, yeah, fix it like this, and then hit like the middle row, and then you get a clear shot at the top row. So yeah, even though that's an insanely fast way to clear it, first you have the RNG of waiting for a black bubble, and second, yeah, it's just not worth to take a death on purpose to get the guideline so you can get it guaranteed. So it's just, I just take a pot shot at it and hope. Oh, that's very nice. So yeah, one mechanic I haven't talked about that's been shown up in a few of the stages is rainbow bubbles. Yeah, you might have been paying attention, so you've already seen what it does. Well, yeah, basically, rainbow bubbles, when you clear bubbles adjacent to them, they take on the color of the bubbles you clear adjacent to them. So I have the so yeah, for this stage I just use the bowling ball to try and get as many rainbow bubbles out on the other side as possible. And then just the first time I get a color I have no use for on the right side, I use that as the color to clear the rest of the rainbow bubbles with. So yeah, I got the red here again. Get that out. Red there, blue there. I can also use this wall right above me to get rid of bubbles that I have no use for. And there we go. That's N1.
I did not really expect Puzzle Bobble to have such a deep mechanic when it comes to speedrunning. This is all impressive to me.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Precise shot. There we go. Bang. And bang. That stage really revolves around using the moving walls effectively. And yeah, also stacking your bubbles correctly so they go to a specific side that you want. Now this is another obnoxious stage where there's no really fast way to clear it, and you just have to kind of dig your way through and play the game properly, basically. And you know what? You know how we speedrunners feel about having to play the game the intended way. See, this is one of those moments where the stage really does not give you good RNG to work with. It gave me a bunch of purples when I had no purples available. Oh yeah, that was a misfire for me. I should have cleared those reds already. See, like this is a situation you don't want to get stuck in, where you have to like rotate left and right to orientate your bubbles constantly. But yeah, while I dig my way through here, because the only thing that's really left to explain here is that I preferably want to use white, purple, or blue on the color clears up top. I'm gonna throw it over back to the host.
Alrighty, there are currently no donations, unfortunately, but I will say this. We are only $91 away from the second bonus game to be unlocked, and I will also add this. If anyone drops an amount, I will match it. So how about we get some hype up in chat?
Rotated a little too much with the bubble under. It's fine. That attempt was doomed anyway. That's one of those cases of unwinnable RNG that you sometimes get. This is definitely one of the most obnoxious stages in this route. One of the unfortunate cases of like, the stage is not fun, but we have to do it because it's fast. Let's see, this is much nicer because I already have the color clears available now. And I mentioned earlier I want to use white, blue, or purple, but at this point I want to hold out for blue and purple here. Because I actually have some breathing room now. There we go, there's the purple. The way this stage is laid out is it's impossible to use the two remaining color clears up there separately. The only way to hit them is from the bottom. You hit both at the same time and they get consumed at the same time. There we go. Oh, this is a fun stage. So this introduces these side things that make the cannon platform move. So what I want to do here is I do have a bit of freedom in this stage as to how I want to tackle it, but the key thing is to use the color clears to clear one color up top on the sides, which is either red, either yellow or blue, and then use a red on the... And use the red, which is the one in the middle. Nice trick shot, that was totally intended. Another nice trick shot that was totally intended. Oh, we styling out here. Well, yeah, so, yeah, there's a couple things I haven't explained about the tiny bubbles. But I'll explain that later. For this stage, I want to use very carefully, make sure I only hit one color clear. Except for that, I use doubles there. How do I get rid of this purple? Like that. And then do it like that. That way, I only have one color left at the end. Unfortunately, my shooting was a little bit off, so that was a little bit slower, but that was fine. The main thing to look out for is that you don't get two of the same color in a row, and then shoot the first somewhere randomly, and then use the second to use the color clear on. Okay, moving on to stage C. So about the tiny bubbles. They shoot faster, they have more speed than the bigger bubbles. And on top of that, they can also fit through certain tiny gaps. So yeah, this stage is... The approach to this is pretty simple. The execution is a little more difficult. The approach is to dig through the middle whenever the stage lets you. So here, I have a red that I have no use for, so I'm just going to toss that away. So you get a bunch of... So you got a nice chain of bubbles there. Because, yeah, as you can see, everything is connected up top there. With the yellows and that single red. So that's what I want to clear out to get the stage done. So yeah, get rid of this. I'll get a couple white sets of fortune. So I ended up clearing the entire stage anyway. Yeah, that's how the RNG be sometimes. Alright, now this is a stage where you can go too fast. That sounds weird, but... So yeah, those missed shots don't matter. Because I need the stack to lower one on purpose anyway. To make that top one available. Like, I cleared it just then, but when the stack is one higher than that, I can't reach it. Now, I mentioned before that this is the stage where I make the joke of, oh no, I died. That was totally by accident, but I said I wouldn't make that joke because I died already. But yeah, this is the stage where I die on purpose to get the guideline. Because what that lets me do is shoot the bubbles in this way. So I get to use one color clear more than I otherwise would. And look how little of the stage is left after that. There we go, get that out of the way. Paste that yellow there. Oh, I think I may have... I can do a bank shot here. Gets made easy by the guideline, and there we go, that's the yellows gone. So now I only have green and reds, which is all I need. And bang. So yeah, this is one stage where... Yeah, dying immediately, on purpose, is faster. To have the guideline on you. It's so much faster by just clearing one color and having like so much less of the stage left. Now, I mentioned unwinnable RNG earlier. This is the stage that is most notorious for that. I literally actually need good RNG, or I will actually not be able to get my way through this, because I basically need to dig through and make everything orange with the big bubble before the stack lowers too much. In fact, I think I actually am not going to be able to do it here. Nope. Alright, retry. This is definitely a stage where you're most likely to die in a marathon run. No, I'm gonna not even try this one. Unwinnable twice in a row. Wait. see here. Get this. Hit that. Put that there. Yeah, no, that was unwinnable because I needed a yellow to survive. Oh boy, T4 is mean today. Let's see, how do I want to place this? I can place it like that, but that eliminates the reds. Oh my. Alright, bought myself a little bit more time. Is it gonna be enough? No. Because I can't hit the big one there. Okay. Attempt number 326. That's what it feels like anyway.
I believe in you.
Well, I have a little more breathing room here. I'm gonna place this here. So it's on the same height and I can clear it with a single yellow, like that. There we go, get that out. There we go, now we're set for victory here. Okay, wanna use fine aiming to get those reds out of the way. Game, I would like to order one orange, please. There you go. Alright, we're out. Me just randomly firing to get these bouncy blocks out of the way. Now we can play the actual game. And there we go, nice, that was actually really quick T5. Alright, final stage, Z. 5 more levels to go. Can I do this in less than 5 minutes?
What do you think, chat? Do you think they can do it in less than 5 minutes?
Alright, so yeah, this stage may look familiar, and it is familiar. Where I was complaining about the orange, now we got the stage a little bit bigger. And yeah, we've got tiny bubbles again, which as I mentioned before can be shot into small gaps. Like that gap there between the purples and purple and green. If you shoot it right, a tiny bubble would have fit through that, but the cannon is not in the right position to shoot it exactly there. Okay, yeah, get an orange to get. See, this is an example of where it can go through. If I just aim this properly, there you go, squeeze it in there. Oh, nice, I can already hit the yellow, so I am in range to clear this. I just need a yellow. And good aiming. I guess I forgot to mention good aiming. Oh god, this might not turn out to be good now. There we go. Okay, deathless. That's what we go for here. In these final stages. Alright, so this is a very particular stage. I'm going to use orange on this color clear. And now I've got a path open. But I need a red. Game, I need a red. Game, red. Okay, so I got a red, but it was too late because the stack had lowered. You know what? I'll just take a death on purpose because I want to show this. Okay, so clear that out, this. Now I need myself this, now I'm gonna need that red again. A little bit sooner than this. Can I still do it? Okay, I can still do it like this. There we go, that's it. So yeah, you hit the color clear with orange first to free up the color clears on the sides, and then you use a red on those color clears to beat the stage. Oh, this is one of my favorite stages because I've been having fun with some bank shots, right? Well, not only can you not do bank shots in this stage, any bubbles you shoot at the walls, as you can see here, they stick to it because of the garbage blocks. Now, this may sound bad, especially with how I've been talking about the RNG that this game has. But weirdly enough, this stage is notoriously good for giving you RNG that you can normally beat the stage with. I didn't. I died right there because my shots were bad. That one wasn't me. So yeah, it doesn't always give you colors to use right away, but yeah, it will pretty much always give you the colors later to clean up with. Like, I have these reds over here, but I'll get a red soon enough. Here, see, there it is. Get a red in time to get rid of that. Yeah, see, that shooting angle was not great. Right, we'll clear it that way. Right, get rid of all the oranges. That clears, like, all of that. Now I have the color clears available to me. I can actually hit them. There we go. That color clear gone. Alright, we're on the Z4. The second to last stage of the game. And this is what I like to call combo heaven. I mentioned the rainbow bubbles before, and how they take the color that you clear next to them. And yeah, I think you'll find out why this is called combo heaven. Especially one color left. Here, now you can see the comboing coming through. And there it is. And bang. Alright, so we got Z5. That was a 1 second gold, by the way, for Z4. So run, convert, not useless. So get ready on time, because this stage is going to end pretty quickly. So hit this to drop everything, and hit this so you don't die. Hit this, then do the same on the other side. Hit it like this so those two go away. Get that out of the way. Do it like that. Clear this out of the way, and get ready! Oh, not yet. I still have one left. Alright, this is the one. Time!
Now that was impressive.
Yeah, that final stage is really overwhelming when it just comes up in your face like that right at the end.
I've been on the edge of my seat during this entire run.
Oh, that was the 1P puzzle mode normal. There's a classic mode which has different stages as well, and yeah, that's the end screen I was talking about. And yeah, for clearing stage Z, you get the Golden City ending. Let's see, what do I... There we go. FF. There we go. There's a message for you. Perfect. That one goes out to you, chat. But yeah, that was Super Buster Move All-Stars. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm counting on Fastest First Staff to have sneakily adjusted the estimate to 36 minutes, so I'm under. And yeah. yeah, thank you all for watching, and also raising money for charity. That's also important. Yeah, I'm glad. So yeah, I want to thank the fastest first people for doing these things, raising money for charity, having these events, and having me on for them to play video games somewhat quickly. Yeah, this game's always a joy to run at marathons. It's very low key, very chill. It's RNG heavy, so you don't care about going for PBs and whatnot. It's just playing a puzzle game. It's just some puzzly goodness. Hey, you can't go wrong with Bob and Bob.
Can't go wrong indeed.
And hey, I've had worse times at marathons. It's fine. It's not the worst I've done. And like I said, I got a gold in one stage, so I got something out of this.
Like they say, it happens to the best of us, but you know what? The run was absolutely wonderful regardless.
Thank you. Obviously, I'm glad to show this off every time. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you once again for watching. Keep watching, keep donating. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the future.